Hey guys, what's going on? So today we're going to be taking a look at another one of my nostalgia throwbacks. This is one I actually did the box for. It was the Transformers Classic 2-pack that came with Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus. But we're also going to go ahead and throw Nemesis Prime in here since they are all the same mold. I did not intend to do Optimus and Ultra Magnus twice in a row. That's just kind of what happened. This was not intentional, but the box is pretty cool. It's, you have Ultra Magnus and Optimus. I think Ultra Magnus is only available in a 2-pack. I don't know if you can get him by himself. And you can get Optimus by himself, but I don't know if you can get Ultra Magnus by himself. There's the bottom of the box. Side of the box is Optimus on. The back of the box is both of them. Other side of the box is Ultra Magnus on. Top of the box. It actually opens up, though, which is pretty cool. You got both of them there. I've actually had this figure itself 3 times. My first one's arm cracked off. My second one I actually have for an upgrade kit, and I wanted to get just one by itself, so I ended up finding this 2-pack for cheaper than just getting it by itself. So I was like, all right, I'll get Ultra Magnus too, why not? So here we have the 3 of them. Optimus, Ultra Magnus, the 2-pack, and then Universe later, because Classics is kind of really where Generations started. If it wasn't for this line, we wouldn't have the Generations line, so in the Universe line, which is like the second iteration of Classics, they repainted this mold in Nemesis. So I got him. I got these 2. I've had him 3 times. And then I have Ultra Magnus too. So because I just got the 2-pack. But what is cool actually is that they painted his wind vane differently. These 2 have basically the same thing. His is a little different. That's kind of cool. But they are all essentially the same figure, just with different paint schemes. But you know, it is what it is. The Classics line was kind of like a filler line at first between Cybertron and the movie. But it was actually very successful, and people really liked them, so they continued with Universe, and then what was after that? Was Generations after that? I don't remember, but it's now Generations, so it was Classics, then Universe, then Generations, I think. Yep, Classics, Universe, Generations, so now they have different, like, sublines of Generations every year, but this is where it started, so let's talk about Optimus first. Nemesis, get over here. Classics wasn't, like, complete, hey, here's G1 all over again. It was kind of a reimagining of the G1 characters, so he's a bit of a different type of truck. He's got, like, a weird wind vane up top. It looks okay. I wish it had a trailer. Their fans project did release a trailer for it, so you can get that if you want to, but, you know, I just haven't personally gotten around to it, but anywho, transforming him, it's not that complicated, but it's cool. So these pieces open up, these fold down, fold these up, fold the feet up, separate them, they're the legs. This piece will come off. This will move down, and then this is going to open up, like so. And we're just going to go ahead and fold the arms out, fold this piece up, and turn it around, like so. Fold these wheels in. Got to pull the head up, turn that around, turn the whole body around. This is where they kind of started doing the faux piece thing. I mean, Masterpiece did it first, but this is where I started doing the main line, the faux grill there. Then just turn the head around. And there you go, Optimus in his robot mode. Something I forgot to mention, he actually has, if you look closely, I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up. He actually has seats molded into the chest there, which is actually pretty cool. You can take this gun, fold it out, fold these pieces down. And then you can plug that into his hand, and you have his gun, which it looks nothing like Optimus Prime's gun, but it actually does look really cool. I actually do like the design of it quite a bit. Now this figure came out in 2006, but he still feels really solid. Super solid toy, much more solid than the figures we get nowadays, which again, I said in my last video with RID, Optimus and Ultra Magnus, but the older figures just feel more solid. They do. So articulation is not bad. He's got a waist swivel. His legs can go up, can go back, go in and out. He's got a knee He's got a bit of a toe bend, but that was mostly for transformation. He actually does have a turn here. His arms, elbows, full 360, in and out, shoulder. Did I say elbows? Those are shoulders. Elbow bend. Wrists don't move, but that's okay. And his head's on a full 360. No ball joint. But he's still, that's pretty decent articulation. You can get some good poses out of him. And he looks really cool. I actually like the design quite a bit. And it's still one of my favorite primes, if I'm honest with you. If you take this piece off, you fold it like this, turn that around, pull that out, fold out. You got a really big gun. It looks cool, but I don't like it as much. So I actually, for Optimus anyway, I usually just kind of keep that on his back. I mean, you can kind of use it as a shield if you can get him to hold it. But it'd be more like if you do this. Like, you have to finagle it, but you can technically use it as a shield if you really wanted to. But, you know. Not worth the hassle to make it a shield, but, you know. It is what it is. This is an old figure. Everyone on every YouTuber has done reviews of this mold. It's been reissued a lot, but it's really cool. Like, I like this mold a lot. So now on to Ultra Magnus, who is the same, but he's white. The gun doesn't have the silver on it, which is unfortunate, but he does have silver here, which is really cool on the grill. So his transformation is exactly the same. So I'm not gonna go over it twice. I'm just gonna quickly get through it so we can get to the robot mode. Yeah, this was still at the time where Ultra Magnus was still just a white repaint of Optimus. And I'm glad they don't do that anymore. But for a while, Ultra Magnus didn't get his armor. He was just a white Optimus Prime because the original Toys cab was just a white Optimus Prime. But we're not talking about the G1 Ultra Magnus toy today. So for him, to make him a little different, I put the gun in this hand and I turn this upside down to differentiate them a little bit. But no, he looks cool. I like the color scheme a lot in robot mode, actually. But I guess I don't know if there was some mold degradation, but he seems a little bit looser to me. I don't know. But the color scheme works, and he looks really nice. Again, there is a City Commander set you can get for him that'll make him look more like Ultra Magnus. Basically, it'll make him look just like Ultra Magnus. But I don't feel the need to get that anymore now that there's official, actual proper Ultra Magnus figures. But, you know, still. It's not bad. And then we got Nemesis, who is actually colored very similar to RID Scourge. I actually think this would have been better if they named him Scourge rather than Nemesis Prime, but we don't do that anymore, so. His gun also doesn't have the silver paint for some reason, but anyway. His transformation, is exactly the same as the other two. There is no difference. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So there you go. Classics in the Universe Nemesis Prime. I love his paint scheme. Oh, he looks so good. I love the teal. I love the eyes. It's weird because he has light, but they painted the eyes. But that looks so good. This one looks really freaking good. Man, I love the way this one looks. This one looks amazing. Just wow. For him, I actually do give him the big gun. Makes him look more murderous. On mine, my shoulder joint is kind of loose, so I probably should switch the guns out since this one's not as heavy. I think he could have benefited from a sword. Because for some reason, I just picture Nemesis probably like a melee weapon. But here's the three of them. And they all look fantastic. As a toy, Optimus is the most solid. Nemesis, I think, has the best color scheme. Ultra Magnus is cool too, but he's the most basic of them. But like I said, I think as a toy, Optimus is overall the most solid feeling. Nemesis looks the best. Ultra Magnus is cool, but I think he's the least appealing of the three. But this mold in general is still really solid. I don't have a lot of the classics figures. I have this mold. I have Megatron. I have Rodimus. I think that's it. Actually, I don't have a lot of the classics figures, but this was one I wanted to get, and I'm happy I did. He's fantastic, and the amount of third-party add-ons to this mold is insane. There's, the Fans Project add-ons. There's the Gear of War add-on sets. There was the Trailer Force that made him God Jinrai. There are a lot of add-ons to this mold. So this mold has definitely has held the test of time in terms of, fan reception and this, that, the other. But forgive me, I was drinking. But anyway, that's going to be it for me to you for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I think I'm going to keep doing some of these nostalgia throwbacks because I'm actually shocked I'm enjoying doing them as much as I am. But I hope you guys like them too. Have a great one. Take care.